Hey, everyone. So then I guess my
Okay.
question would become, what have you seen that you would consider after, observing what daily life is like here at the school, anything out of the ordinary?
Huh. Uh, no, I sure haven't. No. Can't think anything above or below that baseline of generally weird and magic and creatures. And no, I'd say it's been pretty much straight down the line.
I see. Well, Argo, thank you so much. It's been a
Oh,
pleasure
my
speaking
pleasure.
with you. Now, I would ask that if anything does come to mind that would be out of the ordinary, that you talk to me and tell me what it might be. This is very important. Do you understand, Argo?
Oh yes, I understand completely. I think I have a very, very good handle on what you're saying to me, and the purpose for this conversation.
Narrator. He doesn't.
Thank you so much. And would you please send in Master Fearbolg when you see him?
Okay, but don't be in a hurry because, like I said, 15, 20-minute conversations at the least.
So, Fitzroy, during this period of time, what have you been doing during Argo's question session?
I think I'd like to find out more about Althea, and I don't know like what that necessarily means, whether it's like doing some research in the library about Hog or talking to somebody who might know more about Althea, but like this I think that my paranoia now that I've been away from this situation for, 15 minutes or whatever has started to spike back up, and now I'm realizing like, oh Jesus, I just told this stranger everything.
Well, who at this school do you trust enough to talk to about this?
Oh yeah, no one. So I mean, I don't even know who would know enough about Hog. Maybe Festo.
Okay.
I mean, Festo is a tenured professor here.
Correct.
So I think I would be, I think under the guise of like going to like work on some spell and then trying to just sort of like, sidestep into it.
You arrive at Festo's office and you find them asleep on their desk underneath some, it looks like possibly like student test papers, but that they have like crumpled up into a little pillow and maybe are using like as sheets and stuff, and they're a little wrinkled.
I'll come back later.
Oh, is that you, Fitzroy?
Yes, Festo, it is. I apologize for interrupting your hard-earned slumbers.
Oh, that's all right. I was just sleeping it off.
Yes, it's important. Little hair of the dog, but sleep, that's nothing. Can I come
Well,
in?
no, I am extremely hungover
Yes, fantastic.
from partying. I didn't know
yeah.
if that was clear or not.
No, it was clear. I'm worried that you are a little bit single-minded about your desire to sort of rage all the time.
I see you don't know much about the fairy folk.
I clearly do not.
I am actually fairly restrained as far as fairies go.
Good Lord.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'll need to be even more careful out in those unknown woods, huh? Because I do not want to stumble into a rave that I will not survive.
Absolutely. They would. Oh boy. You wouldn't even make it 1 hour out there with fairies with no self-control.
Yeah, tell me about it.
That's why there aren't very many professional fairy folk.
Well, then I admire your tenacity.
Thank you.
And it is that tenacity I have come to you today to employ because I'm having some trouble with a spell, and that's why I came here to work on that spell, and that spell Yes. Let me see here. Disguise self.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, it's a tough nut to crack, isn't it?
It can be a tricky one.
Yeah, let's work on that. And while we're working on that, hey, do you know anything about Althea song?
What an awkward
Who's-
transition.
It felt normal to me. So yeah, do you know anything about her? Because she's, I just noticed her today on campus for like no reason, and it seems strange that someone. I mean, do visitors often stop by from the Hog?
Well, it's been a while. When things are running smoothly, they let us go about our business.
Okay. So do you know anything about her, like specifically, or what's up?
I know about Althea.
Okay. Next question. Can you tell me those things?
Oh, you want to know a little bit about her?
Yeah, like what's the dish? What's the goss?
She is an investigator with the Heroic Oversight Guild.
Festo,
Yes?
I know this.
Uh-huh.
I'm talking about the goss.
Oh,
I want you to dish the dish. What's the skinny?
you want the hot goss.
I want the hot, dripping wet goss.
I see. Well, Althea is an investigator with the
Festo.
Heroic... Yes?
That's not goss. It's a fact. That's a fact. It's on.
Oh.
It's on her. Look at this. And I can pull out her business card. It's on her business card. If it's
That
on
is
a
a
business
beautiful
card,
business card. I like the
It is.
embossing.
it's incredible. But if it's on a business card, Festo, it's not goss. So
Well,
give me
let's
the
see.
dish. What is the skinny? What is the scoop?
And they pull out a tiny little flask, and they take a big swig. A big, fairy-sized swig.
Yeah.
Well, she is, from what I
If you
understand...
say an investigator for the
no,
Heroic
no,
Oversight Guild.
that is on her business card, as you have pointed out. I'm not... Festo only does bits twice. No rule of threes for Festo.
Sure.
She is one of the prized investigators. She tends to be the one that they send on very important missions. She has worked her way up through the ranks of the Heroic Oversight Guild. I've always liked her. She seems cool. She seems fun to party with. She's
Really?
nice.
Okay. I guess to frame this, are they here for our benefit, the student body, or are they like your boss checking in to make sure
Do
that
you mean
you're
Althea
doing...
or the Heroic Oversight Guild itself?
I guess Althea in this specific context. Is she here to make sure that you all are doing... When she stops in on your class, do you get a little bit nervous that you need to like really crush it?
Yes.
Okay.
But I mean,
Excellent.
Festo always crushes it.
That's true, Festo. I'm always saying that.
Yes.
Anyway, I think I got disguise self. You were right. The magic was in me all along and crushed. Did a good job
Fitzy,
with it.
can I ask
What?
you a question? Fitzy?
Oh, no.
No?
Mm-mm.
How about just Roy?
Oh, no.
FM.
Sure.
FM, can I ask you a question?
That's only fair.
Festo is not always good at picking up on social cues,
Mm-hmm.
but are you asking if you can trust Althea Song?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Somehow you turn that into a 2-syllable word, which makes me think you didn't actually mean it.
In Festo's experience, Althea has always done right by Festo. She is kind and true. But she is also committed to the Heroic Oversight Guild and committed to doing her job. Festo does not know if Althea would put person first or job first.
That is helpful. Thank you, Festo.
Now,
Abracazam!
What?
And I disappear.
I still see you.
I ducked behind a desk. Yes.
Yes, but it was good bit.
Yeah, thank you.
Hi, everyone. It's me, your favorite middleist brother that plays D&D or whatever on there. Do all that careful stuff you can, .com for all action. And some episodes you
+0, which is a fancy way of saying 16.
Yes.
16 plus 3, which is a fancy way of saying 19.
Here he goes.
Okay, so I'm going to say that Argo and Well, actually, I know why Argo knows this, because in the first episode, it was established that Argo was a fan of Jimson and Crush's time in the arena. And so I assume that Argo has been talking about the trainers in the dormitory. So all three of you know this. Frostus Crushman is a former arena champion in the heavyweight division. He is a silver dragonborn, and he fought with unbridled ferocity and never lost a match. And you can be certain that he was undefeated because every fight in the arena is to the death, and he is not dead. After 8 years, he was a... Thank you, Dad.
That's some solid proof.
Thank you very much. After 8 years, he was allowed to retire, and word on the street is that he was actually forced to retire because everyone was too afraid to face the blood-soaked, silver-scaled monster. Now, you know that Jimson was also an arena champion, but he was in the featherweight division. You also know that the two of them are married and met during their time in the arena. But
So
currently...
I'm guessing they never fought each other, or maybe
correct.
that's
They were in different weight classes, yes.
a wild story. Okay.
So currently, Crush appears to be meditating. You also see, standing placidly to the side of the field, a young-looking silver-haired elf woman. And Argo, you recognize her as the same elfin woman from the night you were initiated into the unbroken chain. So as you approach, Crush rises and says, well, if it isn't the fancy lad turned villain and his two buddies. Hello, three of you.
Sneak attack.
Okay. You want to roll against Crush and make a sneak attack?
Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
17.
No.
What am I rolling? Am I adding my combat mod? Yeah, that's
yes.
23. Sneak attack. Yeah.
Okay, roll damage.
Fuck yeah. Sneak attack.
Wait, you don't have sneak attack?
Well, I mean, I just did it fast.
You're just doing a surprise attack. No,
Any attack
he's
can be a
always ready
sneak
for
attack.
attack. You don't have sneak attack. You're not allowed to sneak attack.
Okay.
He sees
I
you
pull
try to
back,
sneak
I pull
attack.
back at the last I stop the maul like an inch from his face, like, I coulda. Now who's the teacher?
And he doesn't blink. He doesn't flinch.
Damn, that's cool.
Yeah, it's real cool. Everyone knows it's cool. Well, okay. So have you got that out of your system? Is that you're good? Yeah.
Sneak attack.
Okay. I'm standing right here looking at all three of you, and you're saying out loud, sneak attack. So this is going to be lesson number 1. If you're
I was trying to encourage Fitzroy to try to
Sure. If you're going to sneak attack, and this is just kind of basic 101 stuff, don't yell sneak attack before you do it. No, don't. Okay.
Sneak attack.
See, this is what I wanted to talk to the three of you about, because I heard about your mission at the hospital with the M's.
Say it.
The Mission Impossible.
Oh.
And
That's really meta hearing Travis be embarrassed of Travis's joke.
thank you. And
Really, it took me there.
I heard that basically y'all almost died. So
Akko technically did for like a second.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do today?
I saw this white light.
Okay,
This
nobody
bright
cares,
white
Argo.
light.
And
Okay.
the three of you are gonna square off against me.
Everybody in these realities died. Sorry, everybody's died a bunch.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've
We
all
all-
been dead a little bit.
Listen, there's magic and shit. You know what I mean? It's fine. We're gonna go 2 rounds, you 3 versus me, so I can get a feel for what you need to focus on. And I've invited Marie here, and he gestures towards the silver-haired elfin woman. She is the school's physician, if you haven't met yet, and she is here to make sure that I don't kill you. So, let's go. So the three of you roll initiative.
10 plus 2, 12.
Gee, many Christmas. Another 16 plus 6. That's 22.
I'm weighing my options. It's a fancy way of saying I got a 1 plus 2.
The master strategist watching the battle
hang-
unfold.
I'm only watching the game, controlling it.
Okay. I will allow the three of you to go first. I will go last so that I can get a good feel for what's going on. So Argo, you are up first.
Argo has 2-weapon attack. So let me ask you something. I've got a belaying pin, a cudgel,
Uh-huh.
but I don't see any weapon stats on that.
I'm going to say that it has the same stats as a club. Because that's what it is. So you would basically I assume you're proficient in it, as it's a simple melee weapon. So you're going to add your same bonus like you would to your sword or anything like that for the hit, and then the damage is 1d4 plus your proficiency number, I believe.
No, not for the second
No,
attack.
what is it? No, not for the second attack. Right. If you attack with the second weapon, it is just the straight up 1d4.
Okay. So I'm going to attack with the rapier in one hand, like take a swipe with the rapier, and then with a big sweeping arc follow through with kind of a backhanded blow with the cudgel.
Okay.
The belaying pin, which is a nautical
Yes.
club.
Yes.
Okay, so I roll. All right, that's 10 plus 6 for the hit with the rapier.
That misses. He steps nimbly out of the way. I would say impressively nimbly for a dragonborn of his size.
Okay, and then with the belaying pin, that's a 15 plus 6, so that's 21.
That one does hit.
Okay, and that's 1d4, and that would be a whopping 2.
Okay. So it makes a solid kunk when it hits his scales.
Right up against his melon, right off his melon. Bonk.
Yeah, it mostly bounces off. Yeah, I mean, it definitely hurts him a little bit. You feel like you made solid contact, but it doesn't seem to, phase him too much. And so then he turns and looks at you, Fitzroy.
Well, and I disengage.
Okay.
I disengage. That's my bonus action.
So you
Cunning action.
You
Well,
are able-
technically, taking a two-handed attack is a bonus action also. Sorry, I wanted to get in there and do that before anybody else did.
Okay.
Well, this is called cunning action. You can take a bonus action on each of your turns to take the dash.
Right, but
disengage, or hide.
when you use the two-weapon attack, it also uses your bonus action.
Fitzroy, you're up.
Can we use magic on you, or is it
Yeah.
just hitting?
If that's what you've got, use it.
Are you sure? Because I've got some pretty gnarly stuff, man.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, don't say I didn't warn you. I'm going to use chromatic orb. And I say, hey, you're a silver dragonborn. What's that? Like, what element does that mean? Is that lightning
Frost.
or whatever? Frost. Okay. So, like, would you say you're weak to fire?
I'm not really weak against a lot of stuff.
Okay, well, that's what a person who's weak to fire would say. And then I use chromatic orb, and I channel an orb of fire. I'm also going to use Tides of Chaos, which is my wild sorcery feature to gain advantage on this attack roll.
Okay.
Let's see how it goes. That is a 12 plus 5, 17.
No,
That is an 18 plus 5, 23.
that one hits.
Okay. That is 3d8 fire damage. 4, 7, 15. 15 fire damage, or should I say 30 fire damage?
He's not. He's not weak to it.
I also need to get better about this every time I cast a spell, rolling to see. Oh, it's a 3. That's so close. If I roll a 1 on the d20 roll after casting a spell, then shit blows up. But it hasn't happened yet.
Okay. So up next is the Firbolg. And he turns and looks at you and says, yes, Master Firbolg, your turn.
It's not fire. It's not fire.
Am I correct in assuming that defensive spells are not necessary in this sort of situation? Like that's what Marie is there for?
Correct.
Okay. I mean, I was going to do something like supportive, but I'm going to cast Hold Person.
Okay.
I feel like targeting wisdom is my best bet here. So you have to succeed on a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
You have to beat my spellcasting modifier.
Which is
God, why don't they just have it on the sheet?
They do. If you click spells, it says save DC at the top.
Yeah,
of
I
it.
see it. It's on the sheet.
I rolled an 18 by the way.
Fuck me. Come on. Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah.
Didn't do nothing. I'm like, stay there. And you're like, nope. I'd rather not. And Fearbolg's like, all right, okay. It went so bad I talk like this now. It's my new voice. Also, I meant to tell you my name's Jerry. It's been Jerry the whole time. Okay. Sorry about trying to do a little bit of magic on you, fella. That's real. Everything on my face. All right.
Okay, now it's my turn. So now I need all three of you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, that's something.
11 plus 4, 15.
16 plus 1, 17.
6 plus 1, 7.
Oops.
Okay, so Fearbolg and Fitzroy, you're going to take half damage.
Nice.
Hey,
Half of what?
half of a million.
Half of a million.
Each
No.
take 500,000 damage.
All characters are dead. New arc begins in 2 weeks.
That is going to be 12 points of damage. So the two who succeeded would take half damage.
6 points?
Yeah.
Wow. I
Not
thought this guy
bad.
was tough.
This is first
Okay.
of 8 attacks.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're back at the top of the order, and it is Argo once more.
Hey, feel sneak attack.
Okay. I feel like we talked about this, but okay.
Okay, he's using Florence, which I believe adds +3, and he's going to deal an extra 2d6 damage to the creature hit with an attack with a finesse or ranged weapon.
Okay.
All right, so there's a 13 plus 6, that's a 19, and
Wait, hold on.
plus,
How did you get +6? Okay, keep going. Yes.
and then +3 for Florence.
Got it. Okay.
So that's 22.
That hits.
Okay, and then I roll 1d8 plus 4 ordinarily for Florence,
Uh-huh.
correct?
Yes.
All right, that's a 3. And then I roll 2d6s.
So 3
That's a
plus
5.
4 plus 5. Okay.
Plus 5. Plus 5. 2 5s.
Okay.
So that's
Okay.
17.
Yep.
17.
Okay. Up next is Fitzroy.
And I disengage.
Okay. All right.
I mean, that was sort of my big nasty spell, and it seems like can you be honest, did it even hurt?
I mean, listen, it did some damage.
Okay. Did it do a cool amount of damage, or
No, I'm a big beefy boy.
oh yeah? Now
Well, I
who's
mean,
a
at
big-
this point, you guys
Well,
have hit him collectively for 44 points of damage, and he's not bloodied yet.
Okay. Well, let's see what I can do about that. Rage mode. Thunder strike. I don't know what to say yet. I'm workshopping it, and I
Okay,
go into
yeah.
rage.
Okay.
Which means is an 8. Sorry, I need to find my effects of Wild Surge. Okay. A beam of brilliant light lances from my chest in a 5-foot wide, 60-foot long line. Each creature in the line must succeed on a Constitution saving throw, or take 2d8 radiant damage and be blinded until the start of my next turn.
Oh, boy.
So that's probably, I do not see any scenario where that beam does not include at least Argo.
Yeah.
As I Iron Man proton blast from my chest.
Let's see. I got a 6 plus 7, so a 13. So I did not pass.
13 is my save DC, but does that mean in the case of a save, I think actually a tie saves.
Let me see. Yes.
Oh, okay. Argo, how'd you do?
Which one do I roll?
D20.
D20. Plus your con save.
And add what to it? I
Constitution.
rolled an 18.
Yeah,
18 plus
Oh,
1,
you're good.
19.
Okay. Yeah, you both dive out of the way of my laser blast. Oh, shit. Wow. Okay.
Was
Is
that
everyone
what
cool?
the fuck spell was that?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, man. Like, it was yesterday. It was Taco Tuesday yesterday, so I don't know if it was something I ate, but good lord. That was a new one. You haven't seen that one before, have you?
Fantasy Jesus, no.
That was like a chest laser. That was radical. I haven't even, that wasn't even my action. Can you believe it?
Holy shit.
And then I say, oh, and dodge this. And I jump in with my maul to do a big crushing attack with it. That is a 14 plus 6, 20.
That does hit, yes.
Fantastic. 2d6 plus 6. 4. 5, 9 plus 6 is 15. Whammo.
15 damage. Oh, that was a good hit.
Yeah, thanks. I'm angry now. Wish the laser had gotten a little nip of you, too.
Now
But
he
sometimes
is
life-
bloodied. Good job, you guys.
Yeah, let's see that teacher blood.
Let's see.
Now you're messing with the Thundermen.
Is he blinded?
No.
No, that missed.
That missed. Okay.
You're up, Master Fearbolg.
Just get hit it with my best shot here. Yeah, I mean, the best sort of like, I think my best chance at him is Moonbeam. So we're going to go with that. Just blaze him with a silvery beam of pale light that shines down in the cylinder. I'm gonna make it so that he's on the edge of the cylinder, so none of us get like blazed.
Okay.
You don't have to center the cylinder on him. It's not that wide of a cylinder actually, so I think we'll be fine. But you got to do a Constitution. I think. Hold on. Yeah, Constitution saving throw. Beat 14.
He rolled a nat 20.
Fucking holy shit!
Yeah, dude.
Well, I
He's
mean,
an
no,
arena champion, you guys.
That did not affect your rolls. That doesn't make any sense. Think about what you're saying.
That's fair. I mean, I know that, but I'm just trying to give you a little bit of like a little bit of word soup to explain why he's so good at it.
A little bit of honey. I got
Yeah,
you.
a little bit of honey.
Let me roll a d10 here. 6, 8, 14. So you take 7 incredible points of damage.
Okay, now it's my turn. And he is going to go into a rage as well.
What?
And he is going to draw his Radiant Greatsword.
Uncle, can we do that?
Yeah. And he is going to attack. Let's see who's done the most damage. Let's say he's going to attack Fitzroy.
Say psych right now.
He rolled a 16 plus 8, 24.
Say psych right now, Travis.
And that does 2d6 plus 4 plus 3. So that is 10, 14, 17 damage.
What type of damage?
Yeah, it's a Radiant Greatsword, so I'm going to say Radiant and Slashing.
Well, I'm good with one of those, so I'll just take full damage. How much was it?
It was 17 points of damage.
Yeah, that'll do it. Now who's bloodied? It's me.
It's you. All right. Can I tell you guys something? That was great. Why did those imps...
You just cut me with a big sword. Can I have like a second?
Right. Marie?
Are we done? There's no more fighting?
Marie, would you please...
I had a great move.
Well, we're only going to go 2. I don't want to kill you.
Yeah, let's call it. I think it's a tie, right?
Well,
I think we can take him. I do. Look at him. He's bloodied. Not as bloody as you, but he's bloodied. I think we can get him. Don't you think so, Furbolg? Come on.
Surely the goal cannot be to kill this person.
Yeah.
We have both shown, I believe, our levels of expertise.
And Marie steps over and uses Cure Wounds. So you each are going to recover 2d8 plus 3 damage.
I rolled a 2 and a 1. Wow, cool. Good heal. I feel so much better now. Oh, nice. Just a little bit of my blood scooched back in. Oh, there it goes back out again.
I don't want to go on one of my world famous rants here because we've all got a lot on our plates as a species, but the D8 is the least satisfying die to roll.
Yeah, get him.
Every time I roll it, it sucks. It feels like I'm rolling a slice of Velveeta cheese or a small tree. There's just no satisfying way to roll the D8. I don't enjoy it.
Yeah, have you tried spinning it like a dreidel?
Like in fucking what's that Chris
Inception.
Nolan movie?
Inception, yeah.
No,
try it.
Finding Dory. That's what I was thinking of.
Which one's your totem? So now that you've healed a little bit, Crush says, yeah, that you guys did fine. Why did those imps kick your ass so bad? What was wrong? What was off?
Wait, you weren't there. They didn't kick our ass. We beat every one of them.
Okay, you died.
For like a second.
Well, yeah, they kicked their asses then.
Wait, who?
Furbolg here and Fitzroy. They kicked their asses.
Hey, you did a fair amount of ass kicking before
Thank you.
before you were killed.
But imps should be easy.
Hey, they turned into bats, and I'm afraid of those.
The difference is there were so many of them and one of you. When there is one, we can work together. But many is no good.
There was also a big monster guy who said that he was responsible for all the imps. And so they had a leader. They had a boss.
What?
They had an evil boss that was made
like
up.
a big imp?
He was
No.
an emperor.
Okay.
Yowza. No, he was made of something. What was he made of, boys? Do you remember? It was like he was made of nipples or something.
Igor?
Chains. Chains,
No.
guys.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. He was made of
Chains.
Yes, not nipples.
Oh, he was like a chain demon?
Yeah.
Ah, yes. This was the technical term.
Well, fuck, that's way out of your guys' league.
But we did it, didn't we? Vanquished him good.
We did vanquish him.
Oh, see,
They
you should have
vanquished.
led with that. Now I'm actually kind of proud of you guys.
I have been waiting my whole life for someone to say those very words.
I mean, we're still gonna train and shit, but good job.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
So the time has come for the Fearbolg's question session, but before that happens, Argo, what have you been doing during the other two's question sessions?
Well, you know, he's supposed to be investigating Fitzroy for the unbroken chain, and he's, you know, he doesn't feel real comfortable with this whole spy thing, so he's going to change genres. He's going to try being like a private eye. He's going to investigate. So I think he wants to find out more about Fitzroy. So, I mean, I can remember you making the statement that the school has one of the most extensive libraries
Oh, yes.
in our reality. So I think he's going to go to the library and talk to the librarian and see what he can glean.
Excellent. So you make your way to the library and you meet with Sabor, the turtle. And also, a quick reminder, Sabor is one of the people who is in the unbroken chain with you. He was present at your initiation, so you can speak freely with him.
Okay.
As long as no one else is around. And he greets you and says, "Ah, hello, hi, it's good to see you again."
Hello, friend. And he slowly pulls up his sleeve and reveals his beautiful unbroken chain tattoo that he got at the hedgehog pen. And which he has continued to have embellished. It almost wraps around his whole arm. He's continued to have it added onto all the time. And he raises an eyebrow and kind of gives a very pointed look to Sabor.
Yeah, no one is here. Yeah.
I was giving you a chance to admire my tattoo.
Why don't we step into my office?
Is that code for going into your shell? Because I don't think I can do that.
No, there's not like a house inside my shell. This isn't
you're kidding.
a cartoon. No.
Oh, I always thought there's like a little settee and a recliner and stuff. Oh,
no. Come with me into my actual office.
Good.
And he kind of gestures his head and shows you that there is a Gary out here. Yes.
But not one in his office.
Correct.
Okay. Okay. Listen. I'm checking out. I want to check out things on Fitzroy. You know, I'm on my secret mission, which I assume you know, so it's not that big a secret.
Yes.
I was thinking like a social register from Goodcastle or old issues of Knights Illustrated, especially the bathing suit of armor issues.
Yes, that's very funny. I have to tell you, Argo, I'm sorry to go ahead and dead end that investigation, but I thought of that. I've poured through every social registry of, rich families, bloodlines, knights, all of that, and I have not been able to find Fitzroy Maplecourt on any of them.
Well, I was just thinking like a fresh set of eyes, a different perspective kind of thing. Maybe I figured you had already gone through this stuff, but, maybe I could, investigate it, bring it from my viewpoint. It might come at it from a different angle.
Well, what information have you been able to gather? Any specifics that might help narrow the search?
Let's see. His mom carried a big purse with gum in it. It's been really tough getting any
Did
info.
you happen to catch her name? That might be more useful than what was in her purse.
Yes, sorry. Yes, it was Dendra was her name. And she, like I said, she kept things in a great big purse, and she would give him candy that he thought sounded repulsive, but I thought sounded absolutely stunning.
Dendra. Dendra. Wait, hold on. I feel like... And he closes his eyes for a minute and thinks, yes, hold on. And he goes over to a stack of books and he picks one out, and it is, you see it is labeled M-A-L through M-A-R. Okay. And he starts flipping through. Yeah, there is a listing here, but it's not from a bloodline family. This is not,
Okay, could I take a look at it?
Yes, but she's just listed as like a cousin 4 times removed. She's not. And he hands you the book, and basically in the listing it's just kind of a small footnote.
Well, let me do it. Let me do an investigation check. Can I do that? Would that?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, investigation check. That is a 14 plus 3, 17.
That's very good. So yeah, in this volume he has handed you, it's basically just like a small blurb under Maple Court. But it basically she is listed as being kind of many times removed from a bloodline family, and you can see that it is not so it does not seem that she came into any wealth or power or anything through this, that she just was like many times removed from this. So you are able to glean from your investigation check that she was not her immediate family of any note or wealth or privilege.
So would that mean that Fitzroy really isn't royalty?
It would seem that way. You also see that it is listed that she was married to a man named Jerry Maplecourt. And Jerry, it lists his profession as long haul caravaner.
Wow. Caravan? Huh. So he was a truck driver.
Basically, yes.
Oh, I'm not meaning to laugh. There's no way Fitzroy knows this, does he?
Well, there is one more thing, and Sabor points to, you can see a mailing address for Dendra.
Oh, okay. Where is that?
Well, I mean, I'm not going to tell you. I don't know what the mailing address is, Clinton, but you could send her a letter.
Oh, okay. I could write a letter to the mom.
Yes.
To Dendra. I'll have to come up with some kind of clever ruse. You've given me a lot to think about there, friend Tortle. Anything else in there? Anything at all?
No, I'm sorry. I wish we knew more.
Well, this is giving me a good start. I think what I'm going to do is write a letter to the mom and see where that takes me. Meanwhile, do you have any other books I might like to check out, for entertainment purposes? Or maybe you have anything on barbarians? I'd really like to find out, more about, his magic and all that kind of stuff. Anything at all? Any resources?
We have many books on barbarians. I will have some sent to your chambers. I will pick out the ones that I think will be most useful. Also, I wanted you to know that the book you requested, The Adventures of Larry the Lime, that came in. I will have that sent to your chambers as well.
I am in for a fun evening now. Thank you so much, Tortle. You are Sabor, my brother, my friend.
And so we have returned once more to the Thunderman dormitory, and the Firbolg has entered, and Althea says, Master Firbolg, hello. Please, would you join me at the table here? I just have a few questions.
The Firbolg comes in and sits down and props his feet up on the table. So you want to speak to the resident bad boy?
Oh, is that you?
Can't believe I got called into the principal's office.
Oh, sorry, there must have been some kind of I'm not the principal? I'm...
Go ahead, teach. What did I do this time?
Oh, you're not in trouble. I don't work here at the school. I'm a representative from the Heroic Oversight Guild. We're a governing body that makes sure that heroes stay on the straight and narrow and that villains don't go too dark. We also make sure that hench people and sidekicks are taken care of.
Blah, blah, blah. Pretend I am lowering sunglasses I do not have.
Okay. I would like to ask you a few questions, Master Fearbolg.
I am sorry. This feels terrible.
Okay.
Rainier told me that it would be the proper approach for this situation.
Ah.
I have no frame of reference, and I feel very bad about this.
Yes, I think perhaps your friend Rainier might have been having a little fun.
I am not the resident bad boy.
No, I figured that out, yes.
I do not know what this means.
I actually, at the Heroic Oversight Guild, we respect all races and cultures, and I actually know quite a bit about the Fearbolg, and I understand that Fearbolgs do not lie. Is that correct?
Yes, it was, it's very painful.
Ah, that's why you were squinting and crying the whole time?
I held my stomach.
Yes.
I tried to pretend it was a cool guy pose.
Yes, I did
This
notice.
is a great shame.
Okay. Well, as such, since I know that it hurts to lie, I will try not to press you on anything that you do not want to discuss. Is that okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. First, I'd love to get to know a little bit about yourself. I have read in your file that you came to the school after, it says here, wandering for quite some time and arriving here. Is that correct?
This is true.
Now, I know that usually Fearbolgs do not leave their clans. So what made you decide to leave your clan and wander?
This was not my decision.
Oh?
I am in exile.
Oh, Master Fearbolg, I'm so sorry to hear that. I assume that this is one of the things you may not want to discuss.
If that is all right with you.
I understand. This is not germane to my business here, so I will not press you. I do not want to make you uncomfortable.
Thank you.
You know what? I think it'd be best if I just got to the matter at hand. How has your experience been here at the school?
It is very different
Oh.
from the home.
Ah, yes, I imagine so. I imagine it would be quite different being here surrounded by non-Fearbolg.
Yes, it's so many bathrooms.
Ah, yes. Have you enjoyed your time?
It's very difficult. I have friends. I enjoy to study.
Mm-hmm.
I have a strange experience
Oh,
that I can think of little else.
Master Fearbolg, I do not mean to pry, but this is why I am here. Can you tell me about this strange experience?
I am being compelled to do things I now have no memory of.
Ah, well, that is very serious, Master Fearbolg.
Yes, I am not liking this feeling of not in control.
Yes, I imagine that would be the case. Thank you for telling me.
I do not tell you to unburden myself or for your investigation. I need to know.
I see.
All of us live by a code. And I think there is nothing more sacred to us. And for the first time since I came from the forest. Since I came from the mother. I don't know if I am following this code.
Make a persuasion check with advantage for me.
14 plus 1, 15. And 8 plus 1, 9, so 15.
Althea says, I too believe that one must live by a code, Master Firbolg, and I take this matter very seriously. May I offer you something? May I loan you something which I think might help?
Yes.
You say that when whatever happens, you then have no memory of it. And she you see her fold back her lapel slightly and unpin a beetle shaped brooch. And she says, I use this as a recording device to help me remember the things discussed in meetings so that I don't miss any details. Perhaps this might be of some advantage to you.
Is this kingdom a two-party consent state?
No. We have no such. When it comes to the breaking of the law and someone's free will being compromised, the investigation takes precedent.
So many small businesses like Thunderman LLC are tripped up in the early days by not being aware of local and federal regulations.
Well, I do understand that, but in this case, I think we'll let it slide.
I must tell. This is a secret bug. This bug I wear for a secret.
Perhaps, if...
And I must not tell that I wear the secret bug?
Well, if you are asked, you should tell.
But perhaps it is underneath my leaf shirt.
Yes, I think that would be the way to go. And I must ask, Master Firbolg, if you do discover anything, and if you need my help, do not hesitate to ask. Do you understand?
Yes.
Thank you, Master Firbolg. It has been my pleasure speaking with you.
No. Thank you.
Dear Dendra Maplecourt, greetings, salutations, and general huzzas. We haven't been formally introduced in the flesh, so to speak, but I am Argonaut Keen, friend, roommate, and business associate of your son Fitzroy. Let me just say right off the bat, your son is quite well. He is excelling in his classwork, wreaking a lot of havoc among imps, and making fast friends with many of his fellow students, most notably myself, his best friend, and our other roommate, a Firbolg named Bud, Furby, Dr. Fungus. I tell you what, that can wait for another letter. Actually, the friendships are the reason I'm contacting you. We've all grown quite fond of Fitzroy and would like to surprise him with a kind of social event. Here at the Academy, they have a tradition called a roast, and no, it does not involve cooking of any kind. I had to explain that to the Firbolg. It's where friends gather and show their affection for a designated buddy by standing up and making speeches, most of them good-natured ribbing of the honoree. I am organizing just such an event, and Fitzroy will be the honoree. I was hoping perhaps you could tell me about Fitzroy's childhood. Tell me about yourself, Fitz's father, any detail at all to help me come up with some facts about Fitzroy that he will be surprised to hear coming from me, his best friend in the world. Of course, it's all in fun, but the more personal, the deeper the secret, the more effective the japery will be. Of course, I in return vow to watch over Fitz and allow no harm to come to him here. That is a solemn promise that I do not make lightly. But to ease any concerns you have over the safety of your boy, my BFF. By the way, this is going to be a surprise, so please don't tip my hand. Don't let Fitzroy know that I'm planning this. Looking forward to hearing from you. And in the words of Larry the Lime, don't be rickety. Your humble and obedient Argonaut Keen, CCO, unofficial, of the Thunderman Corp. P.S. If you have any of that hot mint gum, I would love to surprise him with some of that at the roast.
Hey everybody, it's me, Gary. So let's see, what's been happening on the Adventure Zone graduation? Well, Argo, Fitzroy, and the Fearbulg are all students at Hieronymus Wiggenstaff's School for Heroism and Villainy. The school is run by Hieronymus Wiggenstaff and his brother Higglemus. The Fearbulg has been forgetting things, and it seems to have to do with going into Higglemus's office, so he made a deal with the Garys to make sure that Fitzroy knew next time he went there. Argo wrote a letter to Fitzroy's mom, so that was a thing that happened. In general, there's been a lot of mystery, a lot of strangeness, so I'm sure we'll probably find out something about that in this episode. Let's listen, shall we? A few days have passed. Earlier, you received word that the three of you drew the early slot for real-world assignments this semester. Tomorrow morning, you'll be given all the details, pick up your equipment, and ship out. Tonight, though, is a chance for some corporate bonding. As such, Argo has volunteered to make dinner for the three of you in your dorm room. Argo, what are you cooking on the fantasy hot plate?
Argo recently discovered, his whole thing about rickets. He's
really? He has
rickets.
a thing about rickets?
Yeah, and so he thought all this time, he just spent some time in the library doing a little research, and it doesn't have to just be citrus fruits. There are other things that are vitamin C rich, and one of those things is chili peppers. So he's cooking up a whole vat of, like, chili peppers for dinner tonight.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I don't know what they are on the scopolamine, scale or whatever it's called, but it's
the Dolomite.
It's gonna,
Not that.
It's gonna be hot. It's gonna be hot.
You know what else was vitamin C rich was school dances in 1999.
Graduations. We were actually looking for graduations. High school graduations is what we're looking for. Griffin.
Okay, so you're just making a big pot of chili peppers. I'm going to go ahead and say that Fitzroy does not eat that because I can role play and play any character. You know this, but it's hard for me to distance myself from a sentient human being enough to say like that sounds like a good idea.
Okay, how about stuffed chili peppers?
Better.
Stuffed
Much
with what?
better.
stuffed with smaller chili peppers.
See, I knew that's where you were going to go with it.
No, stuffed with amla. Amla, those are Indian gooseberries, also vitamin C rich.
Okay, man.
And you can you can pick it out. If you see the things you don't like, you can pick it out.
Okay.
And salmon croquettes.
Sure. Weave the tapestry. That's what I say.
Is that all? Come on. I want more food, Daddy. Cook me more food.
No, I think that'll be it.
I want
This is
soup. Make me soup.
Come on, bangarang, Dad. Breathe some more
Bangarang.
of your rainbow food into life.
Blood pudding for dessert. There's going to
Gross,
be blood
Next.
pudding.
I dumped it on the floor. Next.
I want.
That's what came in the blue tunic box.
Make me fish sticks,
Oh
Dad.
God.
Dad, make me fish sticks.
I'm now in character. I want sweet creams and treats.
What, have you never had blood pudding before?
This is too spicy. I want sweet dessert treats and creamy delights.
Oh, is this spicier than the gum your mom used to give you? Ha ha! Hot mint gum. See, you like spicy.
It's hot. It's hot. That's spice, but it's more of a. It's not like a acidic spice. It's not like a chemical spice. Everything you've made today is too spicy and also not sweet or creamy enough. Don't you agree, Master Fearbolg?
I have eaten parts of my chair.
I won't eat sweet cream. You see? He agrees with me.
This is subterfuge.
All right,
Not
there's
sound like that, do I?
there are pudding pops. I mean, would that be?
We're getting closer, aren't we?
With their blood pudding pops.
We're farther away.
Hey, everybody, it's me, Gary.
Oh, thank God.
Sorry to interrupt. I just wanted to let Arga know that there's a letter for him. An owl is on its way with it.
Gary, what is the flavor of a Gary?
No, Garys aren't for eating. They're for loving. I was just kidding about the owl, by the way. We don't use owls. That was just a joke.
Ah.
It's a pretty funny joke.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was pretty funny, but then we kind of just skipped right over it. I was going to make a... Anyways, we use magic. So your letter, it's already been delivered to your room. It's in there. It's on your pillow.
Okay, thanks.
What's it say? Who's it
no.
from?
It's fan mail from some flounder. Yeah, because, I live on the sea and I was a sailor and it's a flounder.
It's just you rarely get mail, Argo. I just was curious who it's from.
Well, I'll read it later. I mean, I don't want to interrupt this. We have not spent very much time together, as a unit, and so I'll read it later. It's not that important, really.
Okay.
Did we all get these letters?
Nope, just Argo.
Okay, well, I guess we'll just talk about eating pretend dinner for an hour and a half.
All right. Okay. You want me to read the letter?
You don't have to tell him. You can go in a different room. Like, you don't have to put on a little show.
Well, I mean, he's wanting to know all about the letter.
But there's privacy in this world. You're not living in a Frank Lloyd Wright house with no walls.
It's okay. I have a pen pal, all right? And it's kind of personal. They're in prison somewhere. It's just it's a private thing.
You know what? I think you've taken a lover. Hmm?
No.
Perhaps you found yourself a little romantic liaison? Perhaps?
But this is wonderful. Why have you hidden this, love?
Who's the lucky person, huh, Argo?
Well, we haven't really met, physically met. It's kind of
you haven't met in Congress.
Right. Or in person. We haven't really met like that. It's just we've just kind of made a connection, and I just there's just something there. I don't know what it is. It's just nice to have another person to bounce ideas off of.
Oh, sure. I'm happy for you, Argo. Genuinely,
Thank
we
you.
all need that sort of connection in our lives.
Oh, well, good. Thank you for understanding. schoolwork is kind of tough and everything else. It's nice to have, like a sounding board, somebody, to kind of run things by.
Are we ever going to get to meet them? Is it someone that we know, or?
It's nobody here at the school. No, it's kind of far away. It's safer that way.
Canada.
It is. Yes, but that's Canada with a K. Canada. Yeah.
All right.
Canada. It's pronounced Canada. Just real quick.
We'll give you your privacy so that you can
Thank you.
enjoy your letter. We promise not to spy. Wink.
That would be a good thing. Thank you for letting me have that little bit of privacy. And after when things have moved along a little bit farther, I'll share with you. I just I don't want to make a big deal of it if there's nothing really there.
I've gone on to caring about something else.
Okay.
So, Argo, you step into the bedroom and you pop open the letter. It is addressed from you, and you see that the return address is Dendra Maple Court.
Right.
And the letter reads...
Hey!
You don't know that yet.
Oh, okay.
The letter reads, Dear Mr. Keene, it's so wonderful to hear from you. It's very nice to know that Fitz is making friends. From what he has told me, I got the impression that he never really quite fit in with all those snobs at the night school. This roast thing sounds like a lot of fun. I just wish I had more fun stories to share. The truth is, Fitz had a pretty normal childhood. He was special to us, of course, but when he didn't show any signs of magic, we figured he'd just taken after his dad, Jerry. Maybe even become a caravaner like him. Then he was chosen to become a knight for Goodcastle, and we were just over the moon. We took out a big loan against Jerry's caravan so we could pay the night fees and to send him to that fancy school. Then, out of nowhere, boom, he starts doing this weird magic. Honestly, I have no idea where that comes from. My family's magic has always been illusory, not whatever this is. We thought his dreams of becoming a knight were over. Just imagine how happy we were when we heard from Wiggenstaff saying that an anonymous benefactor had paid his tuition. But listen to me rattling on. If you can use it, Fitzy slept with a blanket named Mr. Blanks until he was 7. I hope that helps. And thank you for looking out for him. That will help me sleep better at night. Yours, Dendra Maplecourt. P.S. Please find enclosed 3 sticks of Fitz's favorite hot mint gum.
Okay. So I think he would take the letter and fold it carefully, put it back in the envelope, and hide it with his rogue skill so that it couldn't be accidentally, stumbled upon.
Mm-hmm. Make a, let's say, stealth check. Because you're doing it, no one's watching, so it wouldn't be sleight of hand. You're trying to hide something, so we'll go with stealth.
Ooh, not good. That's 7 plus, 8. That's 15.
Yeah, that's good. You hide it. You feel pretty confident that it is hidden somewhere where no one will find it.
Okay.
When you come back out into the general hall, I look up at you uncomfortably because I ran out while you were gone, and I got Burgers King.
He got King Burgers.
Yeah,
I got King Burgers. So I've kind of got my mouth open with some burger in it, like, so it's for the fearful. He wouldn't stop. He would not stop about the Burgers King. So,
I have only consumed the tomato slice, but it was
Primo.
exceptional.
Well,
I will talk faster next time. I did not think about watching me talk that slowly with a full mouth. It must be quite the spectacle.
Not good. It's
Not
like I'm watching
good.
like tableside salsa being prepared or something. I hate it.
Artisanal.
Fitzroy, make a perception check for me.
Sure. That is a 15 plus 2, 17.
When Argo re-enters the room, you get a very distinct whiff of hot mint gum.
Now wait just a minute there. Because I'll throw this food right in the toilet. I'll take the burger right out of the Fearbolg's hands and flush it right down if you got hot mint gum. Do you have hot mint? Argo, do you have hot mint gum?
Okay. I was saving it for a surprise, but here you go. And I hold out a stick of the hot mint gum to him.
It's Spicy Mints. This is the brand that we always had around the house. Is Spicy Mints hot mint gum. Can't go wrong with Spicy Mints.
Yeah.
And this is the sound. Just in case people at home wanted to hear that, the sound of gum being chewed into a microphone.
Yeah, I got a few sticks on G-Bay, and I thought
I'm sorry.
maybe
I'm sorry. Hold on. I'm sorry. What's the G stand for?
Garfield.
No, get the fuck
Nice
out of
try.
here.
Wait, Gary?
Gary Bay?
Okay. G-Bay is Gary. G-Bay is you ask Gary if any other Garys know where you can buy some gum.
Mm-hmm. And then if you want something a little more illicit, you have to get on the dark G-Bay.
Yeah. That's for the outside Garys.
The deep Gary. Where did you really bought this from Gary?
Well, from the G-Bay, yeah, from the Gary Bay here, and I got 3 sticks altogether. I want you to have all 3 of them, because hey, okay, let me be honest. I'm trying to butter you up a little bit. I've kind of felt like I've been kind of the odd man out.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You know,
hold on.
in the whole
Hold on, Dad. You're spitting a lot of stuff here. I need you to make a deception check.
Oh.
Because you did not really get them through Gary Bay. That was, let me check the records, a lie.
Is this contested? Should I roll insight?
Yeah, do it, Doug.
So deception, that is a
I got a 5 plus 0, so
Not
I got
great.
a 10. I got a
Okay.
10 plus 4, 14.
Okay. The line plays.
sounds good to me.
I wanted to kind of kiss up to you a little bit because I have kind of felt like a little bit of an outsider in the old Thunderman Corporation, you know, because, you know, you're the CEO and Furbolg here is the COO or CFO, and I wanted to be a C something O. And it's, you know, I wanted a title. I wanted to be a CCO. I want to be the CCO, the communications guy.
Every member of the Thunderman team is a valuable component of the organization. We are more of a family.
And as the Fearbolg will tell you, there are certain payroll considerations to make. There's a sort of salary cap and a very strict overhead, if I'm using these terms correctly. Let me know if I'm not. So it makes new titles like that, a sort of quick acceleration like that, somewhat challenging.
Wait a minute, you mean the Fearbolg's making more than me?
A gentleman never tells. But
No,
yes, quite a bit more, yes.
Well, wait a minute. We've been members of the group the same amount of time. Where's Sponduli? Where's my pay hike? Where's my what's the deal?
Fearbolg, say something dope about money.
When you turn, the Fearbolg is gone.
Hey, he left.
Yeah, where does that leave you in your argument there?
I guess he's sort of averse to confrontation. Listen, it's nothing personal, Argo. I also feel a slight distance between the two of us, but you know, sometimes colleagues don't have to be on the same wavelength all the time. And in fact, that sort of friction can be very... Oh shit, I just realized something.
Fearbolg, you are vaguely aware of moving through the cool of the evening. You pass by shadows, unsure if they are buildings, trees, or people. Your feet are moving, but you are unsure why. The sounds in your ears merge into a persistent buzz. As you pass from cool moonlit air to darker, warmer air, a doorway perhaps? a single word penetrates the cacophony. In this word, you hear both a question and concern. Buddy? Back in the dorm, your Gary pipes up once more. Hey, fellas, it's me, Gary, again. I just heard through the Gary Vine that your pal Fearbog is headed up to Higglemus's office. Apparently, we're supposed to tell Fitzroy so he can stop him. Anyway, have a good night.
Argo, there is something that I haven't told you, and I know there's something you have not told me, but we do not have time to hash this out right now. I need to go and find our Fearbog friend. You can come with me if you want, but we need to be discreet. Do you understand?
Discreet. I can do discreet. I can do discreet very well. I am a rogue.
Okay.
Let's
Gary,
go.
Gary, where specifically is he?
Oh, heading into the annex.
Okay. I'm bolting.
We better beat feet. Yeah, let's go.
So roll, both of you a stealth check.
Are we
And-
out after curfew or something?
Yeah, it's mostly you're just like rushing to get there, and you don't want to draw too much attention because that is not a normal thing to be doing, sprinting across campus at night.
I got a 13 plus 2. 15.
I got a 10 plus 8, 18.
Yeah, you both definitely succeed. You move quickly, but with purpose.
Just kind of hot stepping.
Yeah, you're moving quietly. You're a natural at this, Argo. I mean, you are a rogue by trade. And Fitzroy, you got a light step. You're a careful runner. You're agile.
A sort of dandy trot.
A dandy trot, but a careful dandy trot. A dandy trot that's been on some adventures. So you reach the annex building, and you have no idea how long it's been since the Fearbog has entered. I mean, it usually takes you like 15 minutes to walk from the dorms at a leisurely pace, stopping and saying hi to everybody. So you're betting maybe 5 minutes at a full-blown sprint. You are both, I don't know, make a athletics check to see if you're winded.
16 plus 5, 21.
Oh, you're great. You feel invigorated.
I have more wind in me.
Yeah.
2 plus 3, that's 5.
Oh, yeah. You are winded.
Hey, no, wait a minute. Hang on. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Okay. All right. Boy, I tell you what, being stealthy just sucks it right out of you.
Hey, it's my buddies. It's me,
Hello.
Outside Gary.
Hello, outside Gary. Remind me to hit you up later for some needs I have that I've
Word.
just found out you can fill for me.
What do you mean?
Oh, you know what I mean, you nasty. Hey, listen, have you seen the Fearbog lately?
Oh, yeah, he just went in. You need to go stop him.
Yeah, he told me that might happen. Okay, Argo. So, God, where to start? Again, we don't have much time. The Fearbog has consistently been mind-controlled by some force in this school, and we assume it is... Hey, Gary, are you cool?
Yeah, I'm cool.
Can you, earmuff? Can you go on privacy mode for a second?
Oh, you know what? For buddies, you got it. And he pokes his little Gary fingers in his little Gary ears.
Oh,
It's adorable.
It's cute.
Listen, something has been controlling the Fearbog and sending it into Higglemus's office, and so we need to find out what's going on because it's been happening consistently and for months. So,
Jeez Louise. Okay. Well,
and the only reason we didn't tell you about that is because you've been sneaking out at night, and we don't know sort of what your whole deal is. And yeah, we can again. This is a beef worth squashing. And we'll get to it later.
Right.
But
we will, yeah.
Right now, I think it will behoove us to save our friend.
I'm with you 100%. Come on, let's go.
You reach Higglemus's door. It is closed, and there's no sign of the Fearbog, so you make the safe assumption that he is already inside.
Can I see if it's locked?
You can.
Is that investigation?
Yeah, make an investigation check.
Okay, that's 14 plus 3, 17.
Ah, that's a great check. You are able to discern that it is locked. You can also see etched around the lock some tiny runes, some arcane runes. And you have learned from your independent studies with Jackal that this is most likely a magical trap around this lock. But because you have investigated successfully, you were able to determine that it exists. And it's actually quite easy. Once you have spotted it, you just scratch out the top left corner rune.
Now, hold up.
Little Foley work there.
Great.
That's pretty good stuff. Before we go in, do you mind if I just kind of slice the pie a little bit to find out what we might be sneaking into?
Sure. Yeah, go for it.
I pull out Snippers. I summon Snippers, I guess. I tie a little bandana around him. And I set him down on the floor. And I say, now, Snippers, listen. I need you to be a quiet boy. That's a little bit loud. Can you make quiet bubbles for Daddy? Okay, Snippers, I need you to sneak under that door and find and show me with our telepathic link. Remember how we do that sometimes? What's going on in there, okay? But it's real important you don't get caught because you are a very recognizable pet and people will know exactly who you belong to. So can you do that for Daddy? Scuttle, my little man.
So Snipper scuttles under the door, swift as thought. And you close your eyes and you can see through his eyes. Now, the angle is not good because, once again, he's like 3 inches tall. But you are able to see the Fearbog standing almost like a drunk, a little bit wobbling back and forth, his eyes unfocused, lids half closed. And you can see Higglemus speaking to him in a low voice, like staring at him pretty intensely. If you wanted to make out the words, you would need Snippers to move even closer.
So sort of paint a picture because I think that'll be important for like what happens next. Is Higglemus's desk, I assume, facing the door?
It's kind of sideways to the door. So you would walk in the door. His desk is on the left. There's a fireplace on the right. They are kind of standing in the middle. I would say about 2 feet apart. About the center.
I'm saying there's no room for us to literally open the door and get inside this room without, like, I don't know how spacious and okay. I relay that to Argo. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be able to get in there, bud, without rousing some suspicions. By which I mean getting caught and potentially like disintegrated or something.
Well, does Snipper see the Fearbog in there?
Yep, I can see the Fearbog through my crab's many powerful eyes.
But then why aren't they attacking the Fearbog?
Who?
Wait, why hasn't the Fearbog tripped any of these alarms or anything?
Yeah, because he's been mind-controlled by Higglemus. I told you this outside, Argo. You were paying attention, right?
Right, I did, but I mean, okay, all right, well, could we pretend we were being mind-controlled and walk in? Would that help anything?
It would be funny. Like, it would be funny. I think we'd get a good laugh out of it if we walked in there and we were like, you got us too. But I think he would know that he's not also mind-controlling us. Don't you think?
Sure. Then you come up with something, wise guy.
I think we could do... I don't think we're going to go in there. We can bring them out to us with a little emergency, a little uh-oh, a little whoopsie. Don't you think?
Oh, okay. All right. Go on. So we're like an improv thing. Yeah, go ahead. What's the premise?
Okay, so the premise is that this hallway can be very on fire or a little on fire. It depends on how much fire I do to it. And then you can run in and be like, "Oh no! There's fire, it's so bad. Everybody needs to get out. Wait a minute, what? Hey, it's so funny that you're here, Fearbog." And like, but then you'll be like, then you'll be like, "We gotta get out of here. You gotta get out of here. There's fire in the hallway."
Do I sound like that? Is that my voice? Is that
so
what
far
you think
I've done?
like?
It insults me that the two of you don't think I can do spot on impressions of you.
You don't. That and cussing, you haven't really nailed those yet. But I mean, I appreciate the effort.
I don't.
Yeah, still. still. Okay, let's do that. Start your fire, and I'll unlock the door and rush in. And
Gary, do you... Okay. Gary, do you have like a automatic fire alarm system built in? Is there a Gary in this hallway?
No. So, after much discussion, still connected to Snippers, you hear Higglemas say the words banana nutmeg in a commanding voice, and then you hear the door open, and there is standing Higglemas and a seemingly more conscious Fearbog. And Higglemas is very surprised to see the two of you. Oh,
there's a fire. Yes, there's fire. You need to get. Hell, Furby. Hello, friend. Yeah, and you need to get out of here too, because according to Fitzroy, there's some kind of fire out here. We've got a whiff of something.
It's a little one.
A small fire.
Why don't you boys step into my office real quick, and the four of us will figure out this fire thing. And
I have to use the bathroom.
Come on in. I have a private one.
No, I have my own private one that I like.
I think if we don't get out of here, there's the conflagration's going to get us.
Also, the fire. Yes, there's a lot of plots kind of going on at once, but there is a fire.
The three of you need to come inside right now.
Why am I here?
Don't you remember you?
Why am I here?
Seems like a pretty straightforward
The
question.
Fearbog is standing at full height. He never does this.
Higglemas attempts to close the door.
The Fearbog starts to cast Shillelagh.
Oh, shit.
He's fucking done.
You boys are drawing a lot of attention. You need to come inside right now.
Before this, I had nothing. I can go back to nothing. What I will not have is a body that is not my own. Why am I here?
Cinnamon strawberries. And when he says that, you remember. Hi, everybody. Sorry to interrupt the action. It's me, Travis McRoy, here with some ad reads for you. You've probably heard me talk about it on 1,000 different podcasts, 1,000 different times. But if you haven't, or if you've heard it and it's just slipped right out of your brain, I'm going to tell you all about Stitch Fix. Stitch Fix is one of my favorite things that exists in life. Basically, how it works is you go to stitchfix.com and you answer some questions about your style. You know, what kind of things do you need clothes for? What kind of, do you prefer like solid colors or patterns? Or, you know, they'll show you like pictures of like shirts and pants and shoes and stuff. And you say, oh, I like that. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, that fits my style. It doesn't fit my style. But not only that, you also tell them how much money you're willing to spend. I, for example, am not comfortable spending a lot of money on a t-shirt. That seems ridiculous to me. So I can set a price for a t-shirt price point and say, I don't ever want to pay more than that for a t-shirt or for shoes or for pants. And then they keep that in mind. So when they pick it out, your personal stylist will pick out things that fit your budget and things that fit your style. And you can even tell them, like, if you have a special occasion coming up. I did that like when I was going on the Joko cruise, and I said, I'm going on a cruise and I'd like some like cruise shorts or whatever. And they got those for me. It was great. And if you want to check it out, you can go to stitchfix.com/Taz to set up your profile, and they'll deliver great looks personalized just for you in your colors, styles, and budget. You pay $20 styling fee for each fix, which is credited towards anything you keep, and you can schedule anytime. It's not a subscription, and plus, shipping, returns, and exchanges are always free. So get started today at stitchfix.com/Taz, and you'll get 25% off when you keep everything in your fix. That's stitchfix.com/Taz for 25% off when you keep everything in your fix. stitchfix.com/Taz. Listen, it's not, it's not good to go out to restaurants right now. I think we all know that. But there are restaurants that you love and you totally want to support. Well, good news. It's going to be coming out in January, and you can pre-order it now at themcElroypodcastbook.com. Also, as always, make sure you're checking out McElroy.family for all the McElroy projects. You can go to McElroymerch.com for all the cool McElroy merch, including a "You Will Not Clock This Crab" t-shirt that I think is just absolutely great. And make sure to tell a friend about the show if you're enjoying it. And I think that's all I can come up with for now. Oh, one more announcement. Thank you for being so great. Okay, so now come inside. Hurry.
Yes, it's fine. Follow.
All right. Come on, Fitz, let's go.
Okay, but you don't want to see my hand where my fire be at, because I can throw those.
Should we put that out before we...
There was not a fire. It was a live fire. Let's go.
Oh. 'Cause I was going to conjure water, because I don't get many chances to do that.
When Higglemus closes the door behind you, you see him place a hand on the door, and glowing runes light on this side, and you can see where they've been lightly carved into the wood. And he says, "I'm so sorry. I didn't I didn't want to get you boys involved in this. I'm so sorry. Please have a seat."
Furbolg, are you okay? Are you all right, Furbolg?
This is fine.
Okay.
And so you all take seats around the fireplace where Higglemus has indicated. He sits down with his dog Hero to his left, and as Higglemus begins to speak, his hand absentmindedly begins to scratch the dog's head and pet Hero. So you have a decision to make. And it's a decision I've offered to many people many times. And honestly, there is no wrong answer. I can tell you everything. And you can help. But you'll be in danger. Or I can wipe this right now, and you'll never remember.
I will not have my memory gone anymore. I am living in the truth.
Yeah, I'm with the Firbolg.
Yeah, and I think whether or not our minds are wiped, it sounds to me like there's danger anyway, so yeah, I'm in. Tell us about it.
So, 50 years ago, a demon prince attempted to kill Hieronymus Wiggenstaff.
This story kicks ass already.
Yes, it does.
Well,
A demon prince?
yes, we had fought him before and driven him back, and now it seemed that he was targeting him again. What you young boys, what you must remember is time is so much older than you can perceive. Your lifespans, what are they? Even you half-elf, 250, 300 years, maybe? We elves can live to be 700, 800 years. I have seen centuries come and go. I remember the world when it was wild, not sophisticated and ordered and bureaucratic like it is now. There was a time where heroes fought demon princes and saved kingdoms, not for money, but because it's what heroes did. And there were mistakes. There was collateral damage. But it was what heroes did. I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted. So 50 years ago, a demon prince targeted Hieronymus with a curse. Targeted him at the molecular level. And the only way to save him... You see, I've always had a knack for transformation spells. And I could save my brother, but sacrifices had to be made. For him and for me. It worked, but I channeled a large portion of the curse. That's why I'm as old as I look.
Now your brother is the dog?
Yes.
Oh shit, I was making a joke. Your brother's the dog?
That's right.
I was goofing. You turned your brother into a...
That's...
A very good guess.
That was a...
But your brother's not a dog? Because he also, comes out and talks to us sometime during meal times and says, inspiring shit. Wait a minute, is that the dog?
We'll get to that in a second.
Because at least top 3 most inspiring dogs I have met. Incredible. Lassie. 1.
Obviously.
Littlest hobo, Canadian Lassie 2.
Mm-hmm.
Your brother, the dog, 3.
No. What
about Tramp? Okay. Tramp figures in there, doesn't he?
Tramp is a Benji.
Yes.
Benji.
The Hieronymus that you're talking about is not the dog. Me and Hero have not been able to leave this office in 50 years. I have heavy warding in here that keeps us from being targeted again. No. See, after I saved my brother, the next day, 2 big events occurred at the school. First, this new Hieronymus showed up. And second, the world broke. If you look out the window, it used to be a flowing field, but without sound or any kind of fury. This gigantic crack in the earth formed. And for whatever reason, everyone else on Nua woke up, remembering that the Godskar chasm had been there forever. But I remember the truth. That chasm is only 5 decades old, and it appeared fully formed. Everyone is aware of the chasm, but no one seems to think of it for too long. People's minds just seem to slide off of it. That's why it's unexplored. And so for 50 years, we've sat and we've waited and we've stayed safe. Then the Firbolg came, and I knew that the Firbolg, they understand nature. They are connected. So I asked the Firbolg about my dog, and he didn't notice anything. And that confirmed my suspicions. The transformation is becoming permanent. His consciousness is fading. I have to undo this transformation, or my brother will be gone forever. There's a problem. The problem was I don't have the materials I need to cure my brother. and I couldn't ask any of the staff or other teachers for help because it might draw the attention of whoever this fake Hieronymus is. And so I asked the Fearbog. And listen, on the one hand, he was perfect because he was honest and true, and I knew I could trust him. But that in and of itself was also the problem because I knew that he could not lie. So I discussed it with him and we made a plan. I would tell him what needed to be done and then wipe his memory, burying the instructions in his subconscious. It was all done with his consent, he'll tell you. And
He can tell us whatever he wants, but you've already confessed that you can alter people's memory. So how are we to know what is true and what is not, even if it comes from our friend's mouth?
I understand.
I'm sorry you turned your brother into a dog, but you did sort of psychically manipulate our friend. And also, hey, quick cue, where's Leon? Because I'm assuming you were doing a little bit of mind control on him too. Was he also like wicked plugged into nature, or what was that all about?
Oh, hold on one moment. And he goes and opens the window, and the hawk that you saw at the hospital comes and lands on his shoulder, and he says, Leon's been doing some spying for me.
All right, Animorphs, so if someone does something that you don't like, you turn them into an animal?
No.
Because can I call dibs on, wolf or something badass like that?
This is not a punishment. I'm keeping them safe. I told you, there's a danger. There's a demon prince out there who wants to destroy me and my brother, and anybody who knows that the god Sarcasm shouldn't exist, that there's a fake Hieronymus Wiggenstaff, or that even my brother and I are alive, these things put you in danger. I have to keep you safe. Don't you understand?
I do. Listen, I want to ask the Furbolg. You just said we could ask the Furbolg if you've returned control of his mind back to him, and he is the most honest creature on the face of the earth. Furbolg, what's up with this story? Is he telling the truth?
It's all true.
There is something I want to ask because I know that the Fearbog has understanding, so he has probably had this discussion before, so he probably remembers this discussion. So I want to ask you, just as Justin, why has he kept himself, I understand keeping other people out of it, but why is he kept silent about fake brother and stuff like that? Why has he not spoken out about it?
So the reason is that the fact that Hieronymus survived the curse is information that only Higglemus has. And so any questions about what this is a fake Hieronymus, how would he prove it? What indication would he have? Any of those things. And he hasn't been able to leave the office. He's basically just become increasingly paranoid of anything happening to either him or Hieronymus. And he also doesn't know who to trust. He doesn't know who is working for the Demon Prince and who is an honest and true person, which is the reason that he trusted the Firbolg, because he knows that the Firbolg cannot lie.
Okay.
Firbolg, friend, I have to ask. You have stuck your neck out and put yourself into a significant amount of danger and given up all of your mental faculties from time to time to help out this guy and his brother dog. Like, why? Why do all this for them? I know you're a good soul, but that goes beyond just general kindness.
Gitusen Valnol. Give 1,000 for nothing. This is the code, huh?
Well, it is a code.
The code of the Firbolg. Oh, right, got it. We have discussed this at length.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So did you scout him out from his swamp home, or was he an actual, genuinely enrolled student here when you found him?
Oh, the fact that he's here is a complete, just lucky break for me. I had no idea that he was coming, but when he stopped by with you guys on that first day of the year, I saw an opportunity, and I sent word that we needed to meet and work out some details of his, the schedule or whatever, and that was when the plan was made. I haven't, manipulated anybody. I didn't know.
So, Firbolg, you're doing this voluntarily, right? He's not making you do this, right?
No. This was my decision. I remember everything. There are no gaps. I feel as though the leaves have dropped and I can see the sky.
And Leon, is he beyond your ability to transform back as well?
No, I've had decades to perfect the spell. I have been working on it for years. Like I said, I have figured it out. I've got it now.
Okay, Leon, transform back now.
Well, I would have to do it.
But you need the components.
Yes. And
All right, let's call. Can I call the question here? I don't want Firbolg doing this mission on his own. So, I mean, would it not speed up the process if you had, like, 3 of us helping with this gathering mission or whatever it is?
Are you volunteering?
Well, yeah, I think I am. Yeah. I'm not the devious one. Well, I am kind of a devious one. I don't want either of these guys to be out there, and of course, I don't know if Fitzroy's interested or not, but I don't want Firbolg out there being the only one that's a target of this, and, I don't know if I trust you 100%, but I sure do trust the Firbolg.
Higglemas, if I have learned one thing at this school, it is this. What's in it for us?
And he smiles. Well, do you want to be a hero?
It's come to my attention that those labels don't necessarily matter a whole lot. What I want to be is a knight in the realm of Good Castle, where I'm currently serving in absentia. My journey is a strange and twisting one, Higglemas, at this point. But as you seem like a great principal or vice dean or whatever, But you are asking us to put our lives at risk so that we can make sure your brother doesn't turn into a dog. You understand how that's not necessarily my largest concern, right?
Oh, I might not have made myself clear. Do you want to be a hero? Did you come to this school? Did you start on whatever this path is because you wanted a title? Or because you wanted to do the right thing? Because I can erase your mind, let you go on, all three of you. I can find another way. It will be tough, and I don't know what I'll do, but I could. But if you're all here to be better and be heroes, this is our chance.
You, like, literally just said that you're not manipulating anyone. And that was, like, wicked manipulative. Yes, we want to be heroes. We want to be big and brave so that we can risk our life. Again, risk our lives so that your brother doesn't turn into a dog. That is not a great quest, Higglemas.
Well,
there's a third option where we just kind of dip and then, like, know this stuff, and so our lives are a little bit safer at this school, knowing kind of the picture of what's going on now, and then we all just kind of graduate and continue on the Thunderman business as successful partners. So that's option 3, and that one looks pretty good right now, Higglemas, because I don't know that I want to die in the service of your brother not being a dog anymore.
What I'm about to say, forgive me, because it is going to sound very threatening, and I do not mean it to. It is just a statement of fact. But you would not be walking out that door with the memory of this discussion intact.
Yeah, that sounded a little threatening. Yeah, pretty threatening.
Kind of a little threatening.
A little bit.
I recognize. Listen, I prefaced. I said. I know. I do. Yeah. But the fact of the matter is that saving my brother is just step 1. Because let's look at the bigger picture here, boys. Someone ripped the world a new one, and that chasm has been leaking out wild magic for 50 years. And he looks at you, Fitzroy, and says, and I think you know something about wild magic.
Yeah, I didn't do it, so, like, I would have remembered blowing a butt crack in the side of the world.
Oh, I'm not saying you did it. I'm saying that right now, as far as any of my research and any of my scouts and spies have been able to figure, there's only 2 places on all of Nua where this wild magic exists. In the Godscar Chasm and in Fitzroy Maplecourt.
Okay, so I guess it is me. Sorry, guys, my whoopsie. I must have just, like, slept walked. You know what I mean.
Unless you're 50 years old, Fitzroy, I don't think you caused the chasm. I think maybe the other way around.
I climbed out of its earthen
No,
womb?
that the magic
You
that's...
were born from the earth's butt crack.
No, that the magic that manifested in you is somehow connected to the magic leaking out of the... I shouldn't have to... It's...
No, yes, we pieced it together.
Okay, then why are we
Okay.
talking about butt cracks?
It's another great lead that you have given us that we can follow up on.
This is going to be awful fan art.
Higglemas, tell them about your brother.
It's hard to decide even where to begin. My brother... It sounds so empty to say that he's the greatest person I've ever known, but imagine if I said that and you truly believed that it was not. I'm not speaking metaphorically. I'm not speaking in grandiose terms. He is quite literally the greatest person I have ever known. He has saved so many lives and asked for nothing in return. He founded this school so that he could train so he could train a new generation of heroes to be what heroes should be.
And villains, though, right? And villains?
Not at first.
Okay.
250 years ago, when we opened this school, it was just a training school. The world changed around us, and the school changed with it, but that was not his intention when he began this school. He had such lofty goals, and slowly the world chipped away. But he still believed that people would do good, not for a paycheck, but because it was the right thing to do. And the world still needs that. I would have died saving my brother if I could have spared him any of this at any cost. I would have. Out of love, yes, but because I know the world is a better place with Hieronymus Wickenstaff in it.
This is what he said to me. These words. This is why I let myself be changed, let my mind be vanished. Blood etin blood kong. The blood of the runt is the blood of the king. Proxteref rang glang bird. Bravery, effort, and honor over birth. This one person is worth this. This is something we can do.
Well, I don't want to speak for Fitzroy, but I'm in. Whatever we can do, whatever I can do to help you fix your brother the dog, or find out who fake Hieronymus is, or whatever, patch up the chasm, whatever. I'm in. I'm in. You got my hand here. I'm holding out like the Lord of the Rings thing. I'm in. I'm doing it.
Hero puts his paw on your hand.
Argo. This thing, it will look very good on your quarterly evaluation. This is the kind of attitude we look for in an up-and-coming Thunderman employee.
Well, I'm not doing it for that reason, but if that's a bonus, yay me.
Doesn't hurt, yeah.
It doesn't hurt.
Let's not bandy the term.
Doesn't
Let's
hurt.
not bandy the term bonus about. It makes him very nervous financially.
No, it doesn't make me nervous at all. It makes me happy about it. I want a bonus.
Yeah.
What
Okay.
do you say?
I just, before I say anything, I'm going to say a thing that I said like 10 minutes ago before we all talked about how brave this dog is, which was what is in it for us. Because you asked if I wanted to be a hero. Yup, I did. And you asked if I wanted a title. Higglem, the only thing I really ask from you is for a diploma. So I think that's a pretty good trade, don't you think?
Sure, Fitzroy, if that's... Yes. You help me save my brother, and by extension, the world, and I will give you a piece of paper that says you have finished your schooling here. or
Thank
whatever.
you, right? Good. If you had started there like a bit ago, you probably could have got me to do it just for some hours, but you agreed, and you all saw it, that he's going to give me a diploma. And that means I'll get to wear the cool robe and the cool hat, and I get to sail over the ocean or the mountains or wherever direction Goodcastle's in, and then everything's great. Listen, of course we'll do it. Of course we'll do it. This is a great chance for the Thunderman organization to prove itself, to cut our teeth on a big global chaotic adventure. That sounds radical.
Well, good to hear you finally on board.
Can you advance like half the diploma?
No. What?
Oh, can you sign this sheet that says that I can get a bunch of gold and stuff to make some cool, like, rings or whatever?
Sure, what the fuck do I care?
Yeah, sign right there
Okay,
and right there. An
Uh-huh.
initial right there.
you got it.
Cool. All right,
Doesn't it-
that's a good start.
It doesn't affect me at all. I'm happy to cost this school whatever money you need.
Oh my god. Hey, guys, did you hear that?
We want the permanent hall pass.
But that's legend.
I have heard of it told in legend and myth.
I'll begin crafting
My
the dark runes.
My friend Derek told me about it during shop class.
I want our own private creperie opened with full-time staffing inside of our dormitory. This is non-negotiable.
Well, I mean, if I make big, I can. Okay, sorry. Let me rephrase. I can give you anything within reason that I can justifiably say will help benefit your schooling and adventures or whatever. I can't
okay.
set you up, a water slide in your dorm or whatever.
That sounds cool too, and I'm adding it to the list. Or else, oh, sorry, puppy. You want tummy rubs? Can I tummy rub your brother?
I'm a very powerful. You can. He actually really likes that. But I'm a very powerful wizard. I just want you to keep that in mind before you start being, a little shit. So, if that's everything and everyone's on board and up to date, I have been beefing up these wards. And he kind of waves his hand, and you see all carved along the rafters, in the stones, in the doors, in the window frames, everything. Just about every surface of this room begins glowing with runes, and the whole thing is warded. Everything is ready, and the Firbolg has already brought me just about everything I need, but there's one more ingredient I need. Tomorrow, you are being sent out on an assignment. I pulled some strings to make sure you were assigned to this one. I said that this would be, I don't know, good for Argo or what, I can't even remember. But basically, there are 2 herds of centaurs that are on the brink of doing battle. Every year, their sacred tree grows 2 apples. One goes to one herd, and one goes to the other. And this year, for whatever reason, for the first time, the tree only grew 1. And I need you, by hook or by crook, to bring me that apple.
The whole thing, or just will a slice suffice?
I'm gonna need the whole apple.
Not much vitamin C in an apple, so yeah, I don't want it.
What's wrong with you? Why is that?
these
Why is
rickets.
it? I'm
I've explained the rickets fear to you.
This does not sound like the action of a hero. What is the apple for to the centaurs?
To the centaurs, it just represents balance. They don't know the power of it. It is merely a sacred tree, and this is a relic that blesses them with blah, 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 blah. But for me, it is the last ingredient I need to make a potion that we can use over and over again to undo transformations, and we need it. Remember what I said earlier, being a hero sometimes involves collateral damage. But no one will get hurt, at least if you do your jobs right. They do not need this apple to live. You can figure it out. I believe in the 3 of you. And also, to that point, I don't have anyone else to do it, so I kind of have to
There it
believe
is.
Yeah, I have to
Puts it
believe
into context, yeah.
in the 3 of you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that sounds
Yeah,
great. I've got like
let's do
4 or
it.
5 ideas. We can go home and just sort of brainstorm it, do pro and con list. I got this one where like we bring an apple from school and then like, or a big basket of apples, and we just like dump them all on the ground on top of the magic apple, and then we're like, oh no, but I know which one the magic apple is.
That's good. I like that. We could just steal it.
Yes.
I have a question.
You don't have to raise your hand.
Will we be honest with the centaurs about our intent?
Well, that is a fine question, Master Fearbolg. And he kind of looks at Argo and Fitzroy and says, I imagine that will not be the case. Am I wrong, boys?
Oh, almost certainly wrong, yes. You leave the talking to us, and you focus more on the Apple stuff, because it seems like your forte.
Listen, I tell you this now, and Higelmus will attest. You must not tell me the plan. I am so bad to lie. He must wipe my memory away.
Okay.
I must not know the plan. Swear it.
Yes, we swear.
We will keep you ignorant.
It will be a need-to-know basis, and even then, there's like a whole nother basis below that we will keep you on.
Then let us march forward in blessed ignorance.
One last thing, is this all part of a test of some sort?
No.
Okay, I had to ask.
Fearbolg, would you like me to wipe your memory again?
It would be smart. I would love to. I'm trying to think of, as long as no one asks, I will be fine. And if someone asks, is the dog your brother? The ship, as they say, has done the sink.
You're not instilling me with a lot of confidence here, Mr. Fearbolg, if I'm being honest.
Imagine how I feel. Huh?
So is that a yes?
It'll make things way more complicated. Please don't.
No, I will be fine. These two will protect.
Please.
I'll cough really loud if he has to talk about something, so maybe they won't hear
This
it.
Please.
will do nothing.
For the love of God, don't ever let the Fearbolg out of your sight. If anyone asks him a direct question, if you have to knock him unconscious, whatever you need to do, get him the fuck away from them.
You may try this thing.
Well, to make a point, he's only gotten out of our sight when you've magically ordered him to. So.
Okay. You know what? I've explained all of that. I'm not going to
I know you have. I'm just saying, you know.
It's just we were playing fantasy cribbage the other day, and he just left, and that was rude.
That wasn't me. And I shouldn't have to say this, but I'm going to, just because it feels like the good call talking to you three. No one else can know anything about this. Do you understand? Not a friend, not an advisor, nobody, not even family. No one, anyone you tell is not only put at danger themselves, but could be a danger to you. We don't know who we can trust. Do you understand?
Oh no. The bug.
What?
Higelmus. I am afraid Althea knows everything.
Hey everyone, it's me, Gary. Let's see, what's been happening on the Adventure Zone graduation? Well, the Firbolg had been forgetting a bunch of stuff and he couldn't remember why, because that's how forgetting works. So, the Thundermen went and confronted Higglemas Wiggenstaff, and it turns out Higglemas and the Firbolg had been working together to obtain items to cure Higglemas's brother, Hieronymus, who had been turned into a dog and had been replaced by a mysterious fake Hieronymus. Ooh. Well, this was the night before a real-world assignment, so the boys are about to head out to go help some centaurs with an apple, but they're worried that Althea Song, the Heroic Oversight Guild investigator, might have been able to hear their entire conversation using the listening bug she gave to the Firbolg. So, let's see how this all plays out, shall we? Despite the shocking revelations of the night before, you woke the morning of your assignment feeling well-rested and refreshed. Your muscles and mind feel like they are stronger than ever and ready to face any challenge. You've leveled up.
Oh, okay, I was about to say.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, no, you feel great. You know, you've been lifting and doing math, and you're like, wow, I think I could lift and do more math today.
It was leg day in my dreams.
And so now you're ready to level up. You're all level
Yes.
5 now.
Super.
You're becoming beefy boys.
Glad to be here. Boy, my mind is so keen now. It's become slightly keener because I
Tell me
leveled
about
up
it, stud.
I actually took a sorcerer level.
Okay.
So now I'm Barbarian 3, Sorcerer 2. Sorcerer kind of pops off at 3, but 2 is where you start to get some of the flavor that makes it different from a wizard, which is I have gotten sorcery points, which is another resource that I can use to, at later levels, kind of add some flavor to my spells. Whether it's there's like a twin spell option where I can aim it at 2 different people, or there's a caution ability where I can like weave it around like friendly party members.
So basically a sorcerer is like a more skilled caster than a wizard, right?
Yeah, it's called meta magic, these abilities. There's I mean, not skilled in that like my spell book is way more limited than a wizard's, but I can do sort of different stuff to it. Right now though, I don't have I don't have meta magic right now though. Right now I just have what is called Font of Magic, which lets me basically convert my spell slots into sorcery points and vice versa. So that's going to come in handy, you know, once I am able to spend it on more stuff. But right now, basically, I just got more spells, and because of this, like a lot more spell slots.
What about you, Margot?
Kind of nothing as big and sweeping as that. Got +3 to proficiency bonus.
Oh, wow.
My acrobatics has gone up to +10, and my stealth has gone up to +10.
No way. It can't go any higher than that, right? Surely that must be the highest.
I don't know. We'll see.
You have just become like a flipping shadow.
And sneak attack now is 3d6 damage, not just 2d6 damage.
Ooh, look at you.
But the thing I'm really excited about is at level 5, the rogue gets an ability called Uncanny Dodge.
Mm-hmm.
Which means once per turn, when an attacker you can see hits you with an attack, you use your reaction and the attack damage is cut in half.
Oh, that's pretty good too. Excellent.
Well, since I'm a weaning in hit points, that'll come in very handy.
But so finesseful, a word I've just made up.
I'm finicious.
There you go. What about you, Firbolg?
Fucking nothing, dude. So whack. I don't get anything.
You don't get anything.
I can like learn a couple of new spells, but other than that, jack shit.
Are they fun new spells, Justin?
No, I got boring ones to make
Like
your
what?
show worse. What?
Like what? Like what?
What?
Like prolonged fart.
No, like super listening, not hearing, super listening.
That makes you a good conversationalist, right?
I got hyperactive listening. The person knows I'm like super dialed in.
Oh, you can hear
Receipt
it too
find.
much.
I got receipt finding. I summon an orb that helps me find a receipt that I lost.
Oh, that's
I
pretty
think
good.
we should. I think we should level up twice so Justin gets fun stuff.
I don't need your charity.
Well, maybe we'll just make Justin 6.
Yeah, and all
What
of
if
us.
just Justin is 6?
I spend a lot of time leveling up to 5. I don't need the pressure of on the fly deciding if I'm going to be. I don't know, fucking Church of the Moon Goddess or whatever
Sure.
dumb stuff druids do.
Every scene, me and Fearbolg are going to do 50 push-ups to try and really juice it up to level 6 as fast as possible. Argo, you can get on this if you want. You seem to have really prospered in the last level up, and you're already cut.
Yeah, I mean, look at this. Look, I'm flexing right now.
I'm looking. I see it in my mind, and it looks good.
Yeah. Woo.
After receiving the details of your assignment, but before heading out, you had a chance to collect your items from the bursar, the cloak, pocket Gary, the glue, etc., and you stopped by Barnes and Nobles to do some quick shopping. Once again, you have been extended a line of credit for 200 gold pieces, and I've sent you a new shopping list of things to choose from. So did anything stand out? Anything you guys had your eye on?
I can start.
Please.
Yeah.
Maybe we should take turns actually, but picking up items so in case nobody like yoinks all the things that the other people want to get.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
I will since I'm the oldest. Sorry, Dad. I will.
Hey everyone, it's me, Gary. Hey everyone, it's me, Gary. Let's see, what